Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your May 2026 tarot card reading. Let's get started. I call upon thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Harut, the great angel, sent over the operation of the secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Aquarius, welcome back. Good to have you. This will be a Celtic cross spread for the month of May 2026. Be using Thoth Tarot. And yeah, so what's going on for you for the month of May 2026. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like what I do here on the channel, please subscribe. And if you'd like to take things further, the link to the webpage is in the corner or that corner. Just click it and it'll take you there. Okay. Aquarius, May 2026. Spirit, what's going on for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, wherever, whenever, May 2026. Please and thank you kindly. Aquarius, May 2026. Cross watchers, always welcome. Alright, let's do it to it. Aquarius, you're coming up as the Hermit, Virgo. What crosses you? Fortune, Jupiterian energy. That's interesting. Your foundations, Mercury and Aquarius, Six of Swords. In the recent past, Aquarius, you have the Knight of Swords, fiery part of air. In your aspirations, you have the Emperor, Aries energy. I definitely didn't make enough room. This spread is always bigger than I think it's going to be, Aquarius. Okay. In your near future, you have the Aeon. And Judgment. How do you see yourself, Aquarius? Two of Cups, Lord of Love. In your environments, what surrounds you? You have the Tower, Martian energy. Your hopes and fears are represented by the Ten of Cups, Mars and Pisces. And your overall outcome for May 2026 is Jupiter and Libra, the Four of Swords. Alrighty, thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Aquarius, for being here. Cheers. What is going on for you, Aquarius? Let's see. I feel like a lot of people have been coming up as the Hermit. Scorpio came up as the Hermit, I think. And someone else, doesn't really matter. But what does it mean when someone shows up as the Hermit for May 2026 in their Aquarius? Well, I feel Aquarius, I feel that you're taking some time to yourself. Not necessarily to find who you are. I feel like you already know who you are. I feel like what you're doing is taking what it is that you do and taking what it is that you are and twisting with it a little bit, messing with it. You are known to fall into patterns of self-betrayal or self-denial or false identities. And in May 2026, I feel like you are becoming aware of those tendencies and therefore taking some time to yourself. Either that or you have a major project going on, a major relationship, where you've been spending a lot of time with the person and you need to kind of take some time to yourself to figure out what's going on. You want to know the truth. And the Hermit's all about truth. He is love, moving into truth on the tree of life. And that's why he has a light. His light is the truth. And so is yours, Aquarius, in May 2026. Now, the challenge to that is fortune, the wheel, Jupiterian energy. And the Hermit and fortune, they have an interesting relationship, because the Hermit's kind of the one that sees fortune for what it is. This is because Hermit is Virgo, and Virgo is about perfection, and the wheel doesn't give you perfection. But the Hermit sees it as a quest to be perfect. It's not a terrible thing. So, something's just not right. Something's just not right for you. In May 2026, things aren't turning out the way you want them to be. You're not dealing in the right energy. That is to say, you were trying too hard or not trying hard enough to do something. Recognition of forces larger than the ego. Yeah, I could see you having some troubles with that, Aquarius. I mean, anyone could have troubles with that, really. Trying to find the center. When you're outside the wheel, everything's about time. And time makes everything dramatic, right? That's why that show 24 was so good. But when you're inside the middle, everything's just one moment, and then the next moment, and the next, right? Because it still doesn't move, really. It's moving, but it doesn't look like it's moving. But when you get out the outside here, it's all crazy, it's all dramatic, it's all hysterical, and it's great, and it's terrible. But as the Hermit, who is coming from love, moving into truth, and this is also coming from love, moving into victory. But you're not trying to find your victory, you're trying to find your truth in May 2026. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the tree of life, don't worry about it, which is how I read tarot. It might not be so easy for you to take the time to be with yourself in May 2026. You might get caught up in certain things in this wheel. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. The whole reading is about the relationship between those two cards, but we have a lot of other cards here to explain the story. So, in your foundations, ground beneath you, you have the Six of Swords, Mercury, and Aquarius. This is kind of Aquarius at its best. It's a six. Sixes are balanced. Perfect balance. Perfect ego. Or the, unstained ego, as it were. So they keep a space in there. I don't know if you can see it. It takes you a while to see. It took me a couple of years, but it's in there. At any rate, it's moving forward to holistic perceptions, guiding others forward, saying, let's get the hell out of here. It's time to go. There's regret of the past, there's fear for the future. It's tricky, but it's helping others. And Aquarius, I feel that you're helping others in May by helping yourself first. Once you do that, you move into truth, and that's where the six is. That's where you shine. This is your foundation, this is who you are, this is what you do. And one way or the other, you help people. In the recent past, you have the Fire of Air, Knight of Swords. Fire of Air is someone who's very excited, dramatic, is they see a challenge and it's like they can't help themselves but to go in and do it. You ever see Back to the Future? Anytime Marty's is called chicken, he's got to do something about it. That's kind of like the Knight of Swords, but you don't even have to go on chicken. There's just something out there, and he's just like, I got to do that. Or she's just like, I have to do that. That's interesting because your challenge is not doing that, right? Not getting caught up in this illusion of fortune. All experience is internal, especially for you, Aquarius, in the month of May 2026. All experience is internal. Knight of Swords is a good card if you want to take on a big challenge, if you want to, there's something you want to fight, right? A lion in the battlefield, a bull in a china shop, taking on goals while being inspired by ideas. And this is the makeup of your past. In your past, you got very caught up in things. Maybe you won some, maybe you lost some. Maybe you can't let certain things go in that regards. Which is why it's in your past. Maybe you're figuring out how to let them go now and just kind of be with yourself. Or find out who you are, right? Like I said, I don't feel like you don't know who you are, but you can never know yourself too well. And your aspirations, what you're thinking about, the sky, you have the Emperor, Aries energy. The Emperor is physicality, it's wisdom moving into truth, creation of self, illumined by a silent witness. Yeah. I am that I am. Again, a theme here of figuring out who it is you are, what it is you can do, what it is you can't do, what it is you want to do, what it is you don't want to do. Battles you can take up, battles you don't really need to. There's something you're unsure of, and the Emperor is authority born of inner certainty. He doesn't question things, he just does them. Not in an impulsive way either, he just knows who he is and does them. Cardinal fire. Action. Maybe you're questioning certain things about yourself. Maybe you're feeling not so confident about certain things. Maybe you had some losses in the past. They're making you question certain things in the present, as it were, in May 2026. But you're going to figure it out, and you're going to figure out what it is you need to do. And what kind of boundaries to set. Or whatever it is you need to figure out, you'll find it. And if you don't find it, you will create it. Yes. Okay. In your near future, actions you'll be taking, you have the Aeon or Judgment. This is being captured by the spirit of a new age. The symbolism of the card is very interesting, but I'm not really here for that. The card mostly says that it's time for something. It's time to do something. It's time to, whatever it is, do the thing. And you know what it is. You know what it is. I'm just here to tell you that the awareness is coming in May 2026. It's time to do something. It's time to stop doing one thing and start another thing. Also what the Aeon is about. It is splendor moving into manifestation. It is brilliance, magnificence, all the nice things about life, and just, they're there. Perpetual intelligence. Don't underestimate initial difficulties. Nothing is easy. Courage is opening up to new developments and carefully advancing them, which I see you doing here. Being very cautious. Not overly cautious, but cautious. That's good. How you see yourself? Two of Cups, Lord of Love. I say this a lot, but this doesn't have to be romantic love, although it is most of the time. It could be love between a family member, a co-worker, a teacher, just anyone you're really tight with, right? So you see yourself as a partner. Someone who's willing to do anything for somebody and is moving in the direction of love in one way or another. All of this You see yourself as a lover. All this is because of love. That's awesome. Aquarius, in your environment near the tower, this is what surrounds you. Tower is never fun. Could be a move, could be moving, right? Destruction of one place to move on to another. Could be making an internal shift, destruction of ego, as a way in how a being, or creation of one, right? What's the hermit? That could be what the hermit is doing here, right? Going in, seeing what's the wreckage, shining a light on it, seeing what needs to be fixed, what needs tending to, what needs a little TLC perhaps. Perhaps that's what brings on this new aeon, this new age for you, right? Something in your environments, some structure, some foundation, be it a person, place, or thing. Although people and places are things, but it's semantics. Is being destroyed, for better or worse. For better, it's growing past a framework that's become too narrow. For worse, it's difficult change. Is in the Tree of Life, it's the connection between victory and splendor. So it could be doing whatever it takes to win, and doing that, creating a whole bunch of mess. But I don't see that here for you, because it's in your environment, and you're being very careful. So yeah, something has just broken down here in your environment. But you're smart, Aquarius. I mean, you're a genius technically, so you're being smart about it. Yeah? You know what to do. Holistic perceptions. You see the big picture. So it can also be a deliberate change of focus or environments. Could be time to go. And you have what it takes. All right, Aquarius, your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Cups, Mars and Pisces, tens overflows, excuse me. Generally, if this was Rider-Waite-Smith, you'd see a happy family with a rainbow, and it's just a happy ending, getting everything you want. In this deck, it's a little bit different. And in this reading, I feel it's a little bit different. I'd like to say it's getting everything you want. And maybe it is, but it could also be getting everything you want and realizing it's not everything you want. It's having to fight for a new life, perhaps. Mars and Pisces is a tricky combo because Mars is the will to survive, adrenaline, fight, all this stuff, right? All the stuff that the tower brings. And Pisces is mutable water, which is very chill. It's all about the subjective world and other realities and all this stuff, and doesn't really want to get caught up in Martian energy, but when it does, it gets a little sick and a little full. So you have Lord Satiti, or the Lord of Perfected Success. So maybe you're worried about a happy ending. Maybe you're worried about this being too much to deal with emotionally. There it is. This being too much to deal with emotionally. Especially if it concerns someone you love. The times are changing, right? It's not very easy. So we're trying to figure out what it is you need to do, who you need to be in May 2026. Could be someone who's very overly aggressive. Could not be. hopes and fears. You hope it turns out all okay. You're afraid that it might not. It's all in the mind. And your heart, in this case. It's a card of great collaborations, teamwork, overindulgence in feelings, right? So don't stay there too long, whatever you do. Your overall outcome, Aquarius, you have the Four of Swords, Jupiter and Libra. Fours are stability of any element, and this is the first place where the differentiation of the mind says, okay, let's do it. Let's agree to disagree, let's compromise. Using a sham piece to work a gentle solution. It's taking a break. It's the Lord of rest from strife. It's a short-term solution. But in your foundations, you have the long-term solution here with the 6, right? You're not pulling it out, so to speak, yet, but for right now, for May 2026, you have some time to rest, some time to build up your strength, and you have some time. It's Jupiter and Libra. There's a lot of Jupiter energy here. Yeah, fortune, right? And Jupiter is telling you you have time to adjust yourself, to find your own justice, to find what it is you need to find inside. Climb that mountain. Yeah, sleeping hero awaits his awakening. There's a lot of meanings for this, but intuitively I get that just it's like you're making a deal. And for now, for May, it's stable enough. It works. Again, you have in your foundations what it takes to go even further, but you don't need to. This will take care of itself. It's just going to come with some emotional baggage. And it is a new day, as they say. But you've made your decisions, and you've come to an understanding, and yeah. This is the ultimate conflict here, or the ultimate relationship in May 2026 for you, Aquarius. It is reconciling the Hermit with the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Hermit wants perfection, the Wheel's anything but. If you can accept that, you'll rest just fine. You don't have to worry about a thing. Aquarius, that's what I have for you for May 2026. Until next time, take great care. Much love. Bye.